Okay. Here with Mike Maw, the UMC football team, just getting to know you a little better. Not everyone gets to know the kicker a little or too much. Just it's kind of one of the unsung positions. You know, when you're doing your job right, you don't get too much publicity. When you're doing your job not so well, that's when people talk about you. But first off, talk about how you ended up here from White Bear Lake and just your journey to UMC.
That's been a long time ago. So I was, it was maybe 4 days before signing day. I was still looking for a school. I was just planning on going Division III somewhere over in Wisconsin. And I get a call from Coach Fritzy, and 3 days before signing day, I come up, I take a visit, and instantly me and my dad were just like, yeah, I think we found our spot. So it was nice being able to come in and start as a freshman. It was a very humbling experience, obviously, my freshman year, and I've learned a lot throughout these years, and I'm ready to get going with the rest of this season.
Just talk about the bond that you've been able to form with the specialists. I mean, you guys, kind of have a different regimen than everyone else. I know a lot of it during some practices when you're not doing so much, you're helping out the team just with, down and distance and different things like that. But just talk about the bond that you formed with Steven and Greeny and, just the rest of the guys that you've had here.
So coming in, I was the only one. I'd be standing off the sideline by myself freshman year. Then I got Steve, and so I had a partner in crime. And Steve, me and him have become pretty good friends. And I think we're actually a very good duo when it comes to punting and kicking, ball position on the field. Greeny came in last year, and what a hoot that kid is. It's cool having a long snapper that likes to joke around, and we've got a good bond. And Stefan coming in, I think he's going to take my role as the biggest character of the specialist next year. So all these guys, it's a good bond and a good group, and we have a lot of fun with it.
Of the guys that you were actually recruited with at the same time, there's only, I think, 5 of you left. Just talk about what you've been able to form with those guys. You guys come from a lot of different places, whether it's, Nate out from California or Drew and Timon from Hawaii, and then you and Jake are the Minnesota boys, but it's kind of a diverse group there.
It is, and I live with both Timon and Nate, so I see them a lot. Drew, he's always over at our place. We love having Drew, and then Jake was my freshman roommate, and we've got a good relationship there. Just being the 2 Minnesota boys left, just hard to believe we came in with 35 guys, and we're the last 5 remaining, and only 2 are Minnesota kids. So it's a great group of seniors, and we love this program. So.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, like we were talking about, you have some interesting roommates there with you and Nate and Timon. Just talk about the good times that you've been able to share with those guys, from you guys coming from such different roots, obviously, and such different personalities as well. You have to have some fun stories.
Yeah, it's interesting that we can mix it together. Nate being the California boy and Timon being the crazy Hawaiian, and I'm always up here just trying to fish and take them doing some Minnesota stuff, and but it's awesome when we get back from, or probably not awesome for them, but when we get back from practice and they're just talking about how tough today was, and I chime in with my little smart remark saying, oh yeah, it was real tough, man. Kicking those 5 balls, my leg is killing me. And so they don't appreciate that too much, but we have a good time together, and they'll be friends for life for sure. So,
just what is it that you want to do once you do get the degree from University of Minnesota, and what are your plans?
Right now, I have a job lined up with CHS in Inver Grove Heights at their corporate headquarters, doing corporate tax. So that'll be cool. I did an internship with them. It's a great group of people down there. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully starting in January. And that's about it. I maybe do a little coaching on the side with my coaching minor.
Yeah. What are your you touched a little bit on things you like to do outside of football, but what are some of your favorite things to do when you're not kicking the football?
I like just sitting around doing nothing, honestly. I like to go fishing and just being away from everything. We go up to my cabin up in Lutzen, and that's probably my safe haven right there. Is I'll sit around watching on Lake Superior and go out, do some trout fishing, maybe go do some skeet shooting. But yeah, that's about it with me and my family and friends.
Have you been fishing all your life then, or
Yeah,
most
I
of
have
it?
been with my grandparents down in Sauk Center, and it's just something you got to go out and do, and just nice to just sit there and relax.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Yep.